Hey y'all, it's me again, the Rock Doctor, coming at you live with another exciting installment of easy rock songs for beginners. Today I'm going to pull some AC/DC out of the vault. Let's try TNT. Super easy, super fun. Just a couple of sections, and what I'll do as usual is I will play through each section one at a time, and then I'll discuss what the heck's going on. Alright, so here is the intro. There's 4 of these. So 4 of those, so what did I just do? Well, I started out with the One Finger Wonder open E power chord. I went from the open E power chord to a rocker G one time and back to the E. So now I got this. G, E. Then I moved over and got me a 1 finger open position A power chord and back to the E. Then I went to a open D power chord, and to be honest with you, I'm fingering the cowboy D, but I'm not strumming the high string, so you got to watch out what you're doing there. I'm strumming, for that D, I'm strumming the D, the G, and maybe the B. So I'm going to go like this. If I put it all together again, it's E, G, E, A, E, D, E. That's it. 4 in a row. All right, here is the verse. Let me play through it first. Now, what did I do? Well, it's just 2 power chords again. I've got the 5th position D, and I'm using the 3-finger version of the power chord. Why, I don't know. But check out what I'm doing here. I've got my index finger on the laying across the bottom 5 strings, 5th position. Another secret, though, it's important, I think, is I'm touching the tip of my index finger to the E string in case I strum it, and that keeps it quiet. So I've got this action going on. The only note you really hear when I strum through with just that 1 finger is that A. The rest are dead, as you can hear. Now let me add the other 2 fingers. My ring finger is going to go on the 7th fret of the D, and my pinky is going to go on the 7th fret of the G. So you strum that, move up to the 7th position and do an E. So it's D, E, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you do it again. D, E, 5, 6, 7, D, E, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the last part, you speed up, and it's still D, E, but you go like this. D, E, 3 of those, and then D, E, and chop it off. So there is the verse. All right, let's move on to the chorus. I'll just play it first. So again, I'm in the open position. You can't beat this stuff if you're a beginner. It still rocks out, and it's easy to do. All right, here's what I did. I started out with an open A power chord. Then I went A, G, A. Then I went to the 1 finger E. Hit the E again. E, D, E. Then I went back to the A. A, G, A. And then at the end, I just hit a big 1 finger open E. Let it break. All right. Let's see. So that covers the chorus. There's a little solo section. Let me play through that. Here's what that is. The solo section starts out like this. So that solo section really is 2 different parts that they stitch together. The first part starts with a 2nd position B power chord. I'm just using 2 fingers to play it. My index finger's on the 5th fret of the A, or 2nd fret of the A string. My ring finger's on the D string 4th fret. You strum one of those. Then I go to a 1 finger A. 1, 2, 3, ba, ba, ba. and then back to B. A, B, A, B, and some Ds. 4 of them, and that's the open position D. That takes us to the second portion of this, and it's E, G, E, A, E, D, E, times 2. Okay, when that's over, we've got another verse, another chorus, then we've got the outro, which is, you know, the neckties, contracts, high voltage, and all that stuff. So here's that part. There's 4 of them. And what I did there was the one finger open E, then G E, then A E, and then E, D, E. And you do 4 sets of those, and that's basically all you got to do for this song. Super fun, and I would recommend learning, you know, 30 or so songs, easy songs that you can strum all the way through and string them together just like you're doing a performance with your band. That's the best thing to do. Anything else beyond that is great, you know, lead guitar stuff, more intricate songs, sure. But if you can't play through 30 simple songs from beginning to end and put them all together, and you know, that's part of the process, I think, is trying to play through a whole show's worth of simple tunes. Take it from there. That should be your launching pad, and then anything else, you know, beyond that skill-wise, that's important too. But get you some easy, fun songs, and don't lock yourself into, you know, spending a year on one song and you still can't play anything else. Make sure you balance those things out. All right, so it's me, the Rock Doctor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, learn all these tunes, have fun, and I love you. I'm out of here. Bye.